Hey everybody, it's me, Tammy V, and I am going to do a review on Basketball Wives Los Angeles. So we're in the fourth season, surprisingly, because I know a lot of people didn't think it was going to make it, and I think it's been off for a long time. So they came back out of nowhere. And this show is not too detailed or, to be honest, the most interesting group of women all together. So hopefully this review is not too long. Okay, so it started off with Drea and Angel. Drea went to go visit her new best friend Angel. And I just say new because she's new to the show, but according to Drea, I guess they've been friends for years, but she's new to the group. So she went over there to just let her know how the other girls received the fact that Drea is going to bring Angel on the trip. Now, it looked hot outside to me, but hey, Dre had on all black and a witch's hat. So I don't really know what was going on with that look. The shirt was cute though with the little slits on the side. So I guess maybe that's how she was getting her air. But the hat I don't know about the little hocus pocus hat. So Dre was like shading Shawnee, and I was just like, girl, nobody even liked you when you first came on the show, and I understand you've been on all 4 years, and you kind of started as the bot from the bottom, like the little stripper, while everybody else was wise, or most of them was wise, and now most of them divorced. Some of the actual wives are off the show, and now you've been on here 5 years, so 4 years, so it kind of seemed like you're at the top. But to throw shade at Shawnee, one of the producers, I was like, girl, you better act like you want your job, especially since now you broke up with your boyfriend. Well, I guess during this taping, she was still with her. So maybe she felt like, hey, I ain't got to worry about my job too much because I'm about to marry this millionaire. But, they're broken up now. So I wasn't here for her shade against Shawnee. She was like, because Shawnee's never been on Basketball Wives LA before, but she's on it this season. So Drea said something like, oh, Shawnee felt some sort of way that I said I'm bringing somebody new. But first of all, you knew. I'm like, no, she's not new. I'm pretty sure y'all met her before. No, she wasn't on the show, but her being the executive producer, I'm pretty sure she met y'all at least once. So I thought that was a little shade. And she was like, everybody brought friends, but now that I'm bringing a friend, it's an issue. Because Malaysia has brought a friend. Malaysia brought Brandy. Jackie, she brought like Sunday and somebody else from last season. And this season, she brought Megan. So it is true that they did give her a little extraness about her friend. But maybe it's just because they know the type of people that Drea. I mean, I'm not trying to say nothing bad about Drea, but I'm just saying, I don't know. Maybe they're just tired of new people, period. Or maybe because they worry, like, what kind of person is Drea bringing around or whatever. So Drea expressed her shade to her friend, and her friend was like, whatever, I'm not worried about it. I'm not scared about it. I'm not trying to be people's friend, and I'm not trying to fight. So I'm going to just come, and hopefully it's cool. So they go to the trip. So apparently they're at Santa Barbara, and I guess Shawnee just decided not to come. I don't know if it's because she's busy or is it because of the new friend, but Shawnee didn't even come anyway. So all the ladies are there, and their first day there, and they're having drinks. And it was like 10 minutes into it, and Jackie was already drunk. And that's funny because, last week she was like, oh, I don't drink. And they showed a bunch of clips of her drinking or being drunk. And then here they are in Santa Barbara. She had mimosa, she had cognac, she had a mixed drink, and she was already on it. And she just started talking about crazy stuff, like what kind of sex you like to have, um, who's the sexiest out of all of us. And Jackie's funny. I think she doesn't have many girlfriends or don't hang out a lot. So when she gets around a lot of women, she like to do the little sisterly slumber party stuff. But I think it just comes out at the wrong time. Like, dang, like we don't want to talk about our bedroom activity right now. It's all broad daylight. We in public. The camera's on. So people was just like, Jackie, just calm down or whatever. But Malaysia told her she thought Jackie was beautiful, despite the fact that she don't like everything else about Jackie. And Brandy told Jackie she was beautiful too. Like, one thing I can say about you, not despite your age, but regardless of how old you are, regardless of the other stuff, I do think you're a beautiful woman. So I thought that was nice that they kind of, let Jackie know that, even though it's kind of so annoying that Jackie just wants all that validation, like I'm your friend, I'm beautiful, da 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 da. So they get to the room, or they get to the house that Brandy rented, and they're picking rooms. The house looked really nice. The rooms look pretty cool. So this will be interesting. Um, and then finally, so all four girls was there first. And when I say four, I mean Patrice one of the newer wives, Malaysia, Jackie, Brandy, and Megan. So actually, five of them were there at that table, and then they went to go get their rooms at the house. So they're all talking and cheesing, and Jackie did bring up the fact that she was hurt by Drea telling her that Angel is my real friend. So next thing you know, Drea and Angel come in, and the room just goes silent. Drea was like, "Dang, when we walked up, it sounded like y'all all was all partying. Now we walked in, it's all silent." And so Jackie and Malaysia go off to the side and talk about Drea and her new friend. And then Drea just comes over there like, "Look, what are you guys talking about?" And Drea just keeps it real. Like, "Jackie, I understand you're hurt by the fact that I said Angel is my real friend, but at the end of the day, she is my real friend." And she was like, no, so don't be trying to like get Malaysia to be mad at me. And it's funny that Drea picked up on that because Malaysia do seem like maybe clearly Malaysia already felt some sort of way. Drea didn't call her when her brother died. Drea did not call her when she was getting divorced. So Drea probably already Malaysia already felt that way about Drea even before she talked to Jackie. But I think the fact that Jackie told Malaysia what Drea said kind of brought it to the forefront. Like, dang, if that's your real friend, then who am I? Because I thought we were cool, you know? So Malaysia and Drea talked, and Malaysia asked Drea, like, "Why didn't you call me during those tough times?" And she said, really because I didn't know what to say or whatever. And even though that was an excuse, Malaysia was just like, "Are you my real friend or not?" And then Drea was like, 100%. I don't know what it is with Basketball Wives and them throwing, not even Basketball Wives, but Basketball Wives LA, just throwing around this, "Are you my friend? Are you my friend?" Like, I don't think I've ever asked anybody, maybe one time in like sixth grade. But other than that, I don't be asking people like, "Are we friends? Are we friends?" Like, if you somebody friend or not, or if you consider somebody a friend or not. So that's a little annoying, but that's their thing. Who's friends with who? And Jackie made a comment like she is the circle. Because Drea was like, "You trying to get back into the circle, but you keep trying to throw a wedge or drive a wedge in between the group." And Jackie was like, "I'm not trying to get in the circle. I am the circle." So whatever. And once again, I don't know if Jackie's drunk from earlier still, or if this is like a new level of drunkenness. Because you know how you could be drunk and take a nap or then get back drunk again. So I don't know if this is Jackie's same drunkenness or what. But she's definitely going on and on about Drea saying, "Oh, girl, is her friend or not?" And I'm like, "Jackie, don't you got friends that you knew before these last 4 years with these girls? So maybe this is Drea's friend. Like, calm down. Like, and are y'all not real friends? Like, would y'all have met each other and hung out before the show? So don't get mad that she's saying, 'Oh, this is my real friend.' Like, come on, Jackie. Like, why are you making such a big deal out of that?" But maybe, there has to be some controversy. So this is what the controversy is. So Brandy, she's stepping up. Like, first of all, Brandy, she didn't plan the trip. And then, during the conversations with Malaysia and Jackie, she's very vocal. So I guess Brandy's stepping it up. Because at first, to me, and maybe to a lot of viewers or just comments and reviews that I've seen, like, Brandy was a pretty face, but she was just there. She was just Malaysia's friend. So it seemed like this season she's stepping up. She's in charge of the trip. She gets involved in the arguments. She throws shade because I can't remember what little shade she threw in her confessional, but she looked cute in that all black. I can't remember what little shade she threw, but I do remember Drea saying this phrase in her confessional, which I thought was kind of cute. She was like, "Validation is for parking, not for friends or not for people." And in regards to Jackie just wanting people to validate them being her friend and to validate if she cute or not and if she loved them or not. So, yeah. So Jackie needs to take note, or she should know already, that validation is for parking and not people. But hey. So let's see. The main thing, I'm going to just kind of skip to the end and basically just go to the fact that they started playing this game that Angel, the new girl, participated in or kind of created. She wrote some questions down and she had everybody answer the question. The first question was, "It's two people in this room. One could go to heaven, one could go to hell, and who would it be?" So mostly everybody picked Jackie to go to hell. But I thought it was cute that wait, Jackie went. She said she would send Malaysia to heaven, and just maybe because they're just making up. And to hell, I forgot who Jackie said that she was sent to hell. Maybe she said Dre, and Dre was dressed in all black again, a different all black from the witch's outfit she had on. And they was like, "Oh, you already dressed for it." And luckily, they didn't take this too seriously. I mean, at the end, Jackie started taking seriously because everybody who answered aside from her said they would send Jackie to hell, but somebody said they would send Brandy. Drea said she would send Brandy to heaven because Brandy is a cancer survivor. So she said she felt like Brandy must deserve to be here or to be in heaven or something like that. So that was kind of sweet. And so that was that. And then the next question was name two things you would like to change about yourself. So Drea went first and she said, I would like to change my relationship with God because I feel like I should be closer with him. And she was like, secondly, I would like to change my sensitivity factor, meaning she said she avoids other people's problems because she doesn't always know what to say. She mentioned her being the only child and just not knowing to handle that stuff. And so she actually looked sincere to me when she said that, but Megan was not having it. She was like, ugh, she was just eye roll, like, whatever, Drea. Like, you trying to say all this stuff to be like a nice girl or whatever, but you mean towards me, and I just think it's all fakeness. So Megan, it was her turn to go of one thing she don't like about herself, and she said she's a hothead and she pops off and she doesn't think it's important. And Megan, she do the talk like this, and which is like so annoying. I mean, I know sometimes when I animate it I go like this, but just that like it's so annoying. And she was just like, so she was doing all that. So Brandy and Malaysia was like, girl, why you got such a bad attitude right now? What are you talking about? Because she was like, I don't like fake people. And they was like, well, it sounds like you trying to call somebody else. So what is it? She was like, well, I'm calling out everybody who think me and Jackie is not friends. I said I'm her friend. So if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And I'm like, Megan just mad because come on now. You did say you only know Jackie a little bit, or you kind of know Jackie. Or when you went up to them, you did not. And that's what Malaysia was saying. She was like, girl, when we first met you, you walked up to us and was like, hi, I'm such and such. You didn't say, hey, I'm Jackie's friend, or hey, I'm just here for the event but wanted to say hi. But Megan was saying, like, I'm new to the area. I'm into fashion. So I came to the fashion show and I just saw you guys. I don't even know y'all. And I was just trying to congratulate Dre, black woman to black woman, and just say hi or whatever. And you know, Malaysia and Brandy weren't having it. It was like, yeah, you saying that, but you just did not say Jackie is my friend, or I know her, or we have the same manager back then. It wasn't until Jackie brought it up that you was like, oh yeah. So come on, Megan. It's true that you didn't give the whole truth, but at the end of the day, I agree. Like, hey, she's Jackie's friend, so y'all either like me or y'all don't. So I understand both sides, but I do think Megan needs to acknowledge that she wasn't 100% clear up front. So anyway, Megan doing all her animated, talking, and then the next thing you know, she grabs a glass and slams it. And I was like, okay, that must be some Bad Girl stuff, club stuff, because she's from Bad Girls Club, and I really never really watched that show, but I just hear about it or see about it. I know it's kind of like a lot of fights and a lot of extra going on. So, and basketball wise have extra going on too, but I don't know. She slammed the glass for no reason. Like, y'all, you were just expressing your feelings. They expressed theirs back. Why grab a glass and start yelling? Like, you're doing too much. Like, she clearly didn't expect nothing to pop off, but I guess Megan is just used to that, breaking stuff and fighting and being all each other's face for no reason. The basketball wives, they don't play that. If we breaking glasses, we fighting for real. It ain't we breaking glasses and we all yelling in each other's face and that's it. Well, that ended up happening, so I guess Megan got her way. But she did that towards Brandy and Malaysia. And I know Malaysia from Compton. I don't know where Brandy from, but Brandy was like jumped up, like, oh, you want to break glasses? So she ran up on Megan. But I was like, Brandy not about that life all the way, because even though instantly when Megan busted glass, Brandy instantly jumped up and just like put her fist back, but she did not sock. All she did was put it back. So at first I was like, "Ooh, yeah, don't mess with Brandy," because it didn't take her. It took like 0.10 of a second for her to get up and raise her fist. Because I was like, "Ooh, it's about to go down," or Brandy is about that life. But the fact that she never threw that punch and ended up only talking, I was like, oh, "Okay, Brandy not about that life either." But at the same time, like Malaysia already pointed out, Brandy is a wife. She's a mother. She has businesses. She can't just be fighting can't be fighting anybody, period, So maybe even though she raised her fist at the end of the day, she thought about it and just decided not to make contact. So security, little men in black came. I was like, "Oh, y'all got some nice security now." They had suits on. Some of the shows, they be having jeans and a shirt that say security. But these little guys had their little suit on. They had the little ear thing. So these security was top flight, I guess. So they kind of broke up the fight, and it was just a bunch of chaos. So like I said, it started with Megan just popping off, breaking the glass. So it seemed like her and Brandy were gonna get into it, but then Malaysia was protecting Brandy. So then it seemed like Brandy and Megan were gonna get into it, and at the end of the day, Jackie just ran to the back. So Megan got mad at Jackie because she felt like Jackie didn't have her back, and Jackie is the one that brought her there. And Megan was mad in the first place about the fact that people was mad about their friendship. So Megan felt like Jackie didn't have her back. But I don't know. I mean, if my real best friend, got into a fight and she was wrong, yeah, I would still have her back. But at the end of the day, Megan was wrong. So you can't expect all the time for people to run to your side. But I guess she felt like, hey, I was taking up for you and then it went left and you should have been there for me. So somebody hit Jackie and her, even though that the thing is she ran. So I don't even know how Jackie got hit in the lip. But apparently her inner lip was bleeding, and Megan your foolish self broke a glass for no reason, and now your hand is cut. So next week it looks like it just basically continues from there. They're going to be talking about the fight some more, and it looks like maybe Megan and Jackie are going to get into it, and then a little bit later on it looks like Brandy and Jackie are going to get into it. So once again, they have another trip full of fighting, full of drama. They did have a little twerking contest. I meant to rewind it to see who was who, because they had changed outfits by that point, but everybody seemed like they did a really good job at the twerking and doing the one buck cheek at a time. So I was like, they all got some little skills on them or whatever. So that was kind of a little cute little thing. That was like one part where nobody was fighting and just laughing. I was like, dang, it's either twerk or fight with these girls. So that was it. And Jackie being extra, she probably still a little tipsy. She like, who bust me in my lip? Who bust me in my lip? She gonna put a band-aid on in the middle, in the inner part of her lip. I'm like, Jackie, now nobody can understand what you're saying when you're talking. And number two, inner band-aid is not gonna stick, nor is it gonna help. So Jackie crazy, but she funny. And like she said, she is the group. I don't think Jackie's the group. I think the show could go on without her, but at the same time, she is somewhat of a core of the show, because who's going to bring the foolishness that Jackie brings? And, it's like without Jackie, who would she fight with or whatever? So, no, she's not the core, but at the same time, in a sense, she could be, because it's something. It's Malaysia and Jackie, it's Drea and Jackie, it's Megan and Jackie. So Jackie is a part of almost all the storylines. So she was like, I can't even now my lip busted, I can't even kiss my husband. I was like, oh, Jackie, just come on, like but look, it's already 18 minutes, and I thought this review wasn't going to be long. Like, my notes wasn't even that long. But anyway, so that's it. So that was Basketball Wives LA. So stay tuned. All right. And you guys, you know what's up. Thumbs up. All right. Thumbs up the video. Comment on the video. Subscribe to my channel. And, I'll just try to keep in contact with you. You guys try to keep in contact with me, and we'll just keep this thing going. All right. Bye.